In 1961, my wife and I moved to the Lehigh Valley when I was named the news director at radio station WEST. So for the next 3 years, I covered Lafayette, if you will. I broadcast the basketball games, and with Dick Hammer, broadcast football, Easton, Peaburg, and of course Lafayette. So I left the radio station in 1964, and two people at that time, George Davidson, the assistant athletic director, and Bob Smith, who was the sports information director, each approached me about becoming the public address announcer at Lafayette. I relished the idea, so in '65 I started what turned out to be a 50-year career as the public address announcer for Lafayette College. To work with the people with whom we've had the pleasure of affiliating here at Lafayette meant immediately we became part of the family. I mean that. Whether it was coaches, athletic administrators, sports information directors play a big role in that. The students, immediately I think we became part of the family, and it's been a long, happy relationship.
Yes, we've enjoyed, particularly the basketball, the whole family, and getting to know the players and their parents, and a lot of the fans. We've thoroughly enjoyed that.
I missed 3 football games, one in 1974 when Lafayette played Colgate here, and 2 in the late 80s when we opened with a game against Kutztown. I was away at industry conventions for all 3.
What about when you were sick?
He's not allowed to get sick.
I was fortunate in that regard. There were never any lingering illnesses or anything that kept me away for any period of time.
Almost everything in our family, vacations and social events, we had to look at the calendar to make sure that there were no commitments at Lafayette. So after he retires, which will be a sad day, but then we will no longer have to look at the calendar, we will just go.
It doesn't sound like you are resentful at all for that, though.
No, of course not. He enjoyed his job so much that it was a pleasure to see him with his enthusiasm and dedication to being the voice of Lafayette. So how could I, resent anything like that?
I met with Bruce McCutcheon, the athletic director, and with Scott Morse, sports information and athletic communications, and decided last year that this would be my last year, and the decision was mine. I had thought if I make it to 50, that's a good time to retire. So I'm in the process of doing so. What the future holds, I don't know, but I do intend to retire, stressing the word. And
stressing the word intend, right?
That's correct, Randy.
And didn't he go out with a bang when the football team played Lehigh at Yankee Stadium, and he was the public address announcer for all those thousands of people. And then the basketball did so well, they won the championship. So wasn't he fortunate to be here and have that be his last year?
I stepped from the radio booth to a microphone at Lafayette College with no idea as to how long. The last few weeks and months have been very gratifying. 50 years of friendships. If that simple phrase will do it. They're deep friendships, they're abiding friendships, they're friendships with a great many people, and that's been the most important part of my Lafayette experience.